Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final quarterfinal match of the League Ego Oasis Cup Season 1, the first edition. Please help me in welcoming Ready Whipped, Tyler, my good friend. He's here with us today.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm super psyched about it. The first couple of matches were insane, and yesterday's game as well, True Rippers coming out on top. Sorry about that.
All the matches so far have been really good. Guys, we want to apologize just for yesterday. We weren't able to cast it. And so even though if you missed it on Discord, and then you missed a great game, True Rippers coming out on top. But yeah, we want to apologize for not being able to cast. But today, we're back here with two really great teams as they finish out our quarterfinals so that we can see what the matchups are going to be going into these semifinals.
I'm super excited, folks, for this, and I want to take a quick look at some of these stats, Tyler. These are going to be super helpful. I think we'll start things off first, maybe looking at the bracket and see how this tournament has transpired so far, and then we can take it from there. But folks, here is what it is: the final four spots that Tyler spoke about. It's going to be between Revenant Esports, Oasis 5, True Rippers, and the winner of one of these two teams, Team Punished, coming up against Team Cullies tonight in a best of 3 in the quarterfinals. This is a tournament with a prize pool of 1.5 lakh rupees. In case you guys have not heard of it yet, we are the League Ego Oasis Cup, the first edition ever.
Yeah, I'm really excited for today's matchup. I'm excited about the semifinals overall because out of the 4 teams, we've only seen 2 of them in our previous tournaments, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we've only ever seen Revenant Esports and True Rippers in our tournaments in the past. So to be able to have some new blood, some newcomers make it to our semifinals, that doesn't mean they're bad teams, guys. So don't get it twisted. These are incredible teams. If you didn't see the match between Revenant Esports and Team Valor, you need to go back on our YouTube channel and watch that match. We streamed for 4 hours.
It was cracked.
The second map of that game was the second longest official Valorant match in the history of the Southeast Asia region for Valorant. So it was 42 rounds was the second map. So this is an incredibly competitive semi-final setup, and today we get to see which is the team that's going to go and face True Rippers in our semifinals.
I'm super excited. The teams are almost ready to get going, Tyler, but before we even get into the game, I want to talk quickly about the map pool for today, folks.
Let's do it.
Just to remind you guys, this is a best of 3, and the 3 maps that we're going to be looking at tonight, it is going to be Icebox, Split, and Bind. That is an interesting pick. We haven't seen an Icebox yet in the quarterfinals, Tyler. That is surprising. It is surprising.
It is. I know they updated Icebox this most recent act to change some of the lineups, make things a little bit more competitive so that teams couldn't be cheesing everybody. But I am shocked that we haven't seen Icebox so far. I'm looking forward to seeing how these Radiant level players fare on this new Icebox setup. I'm sure they've been practicing like crazy to be able to come in and do this well. But guys, we have 3 maps we're going to be playing on today: Icebox, Split, and Bind. We have seen crazy game on Split. That's that 42 round game, and it looks like, folks, we are ready to dive in to map number 1, Icebox, of this last quarterfinals. Let's go to Agent Select.
I'm super psyched about this, and I think a double initiator meta is something that I'm expecting once again, Tyler. We've seen that every single time. We saw it on Ascent, we saw it on Haven, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see something similar here on Icebox. We'll have to wait and see. I think a Jet pick is non-negotiable as well. I think that is
Has to
something.
be.
It has to be there. Sova, I think as well, is going to be super critical. I'm interested to see the choice of sentinels that the teams want to go for. And traditionally, Killjoy has never really been an agent that has done too well on this map. Simply because her kit, like I said in the last time, the kit really helps to take advantage of close corners, and Icebox just isn't that kind of a map. It's a map with the long stretches. Yeah, exactly. The beat long.
It is even on a site where you're inside, everything seems like it's close corners. The moment you get up to that second level and you can see across the entire building, it's game over. So typically looking at as these teams pick their agent composition, Team Punished going with something different than we expect. Usually it's Jet, Killjoy, Reyna, Viper, and Sova, and it looks like they're gonna choose something different. Viper, I think, is a great pick on Icebox with her ultimate ability, able to just close out an entire area of the map. So both teams picking Viper here, and we are getting into this quarterfinals map. Oasis Cup, first edition, League Ego. Let's go.
Let's go. And it looks like we are going to be having Team Cullies defending first. Interested to see how that works out for them. And again, Icebox is a map that's perhaps a bit more balanced and attacking sided than most of the other traditional maps in this game. So I think the team that's attacking first will want to establish a firm advantage before they go in to that second half.
Yeah, I agree. These two teams, they need to get the momentum started right away. I'm interested to see how much they. Oh, it looks like there's some confusion as to which side they need to be on. Looks like we need to reset.
Yeah, it looks like we may just have to do a re-lobby, but that's fine. It will give us a chance to take a look at some of these other stats, folks. I'm sorry about that. It looks like the teams...
Okay. Hey, we want to look at some stats for the IGLs anyway, so...
Yes. So let's take a look at that.
Let's do that.
All right. So interestingly, we do have some stats for Team Punished, but Tyler, Cullies is actually a very recently formed team. So I don't know what kind of stats we will have available for them, but here's the map stats for Punished. 100% win rate on Bind. Again, we see that same kind of pattern where some teams do really well on one particular map.
Yeah, and Bind being our last map, I'm not sure that Team Cullies knows that Team Punished in the last 90 days. Oh, these are all-time stats. We're looking at all-time stats right now, folks. So Team Punished in any of their official tournaments have never lost on Bind. So whether or not Team Cullies knows that, I'm not sure, but Team Punished knows, and they're looking to get to that third map. I bet you that's their plan. If Team Punished knows they can get to Bind as their third map, they're in a good position.
Agreed.
Outside of that, Icebox, which we're about to play now,
50% win.
Team Punished only wins 50% of the time. So this may be a very, very competitive map. Hopefully not 42 rounds, but for the sake of our viewers, for the sake of everyone out there, I do hope that it's very competitive, and maybe we do go 42 rounds. We'll see.
I think it's going to be competitive, and I know we said, both these teams haven't really played this tournament before, but I've seen Webby God definitely play at least 2 or 3 of our tournaments. I can't remember which team he was playing for, but I've definitely seen that name in some of these matches, and I think honestly, I thought yesterday's game would be a bit more one-sided, but Team Red Monk actually took away that first map against True Rippers. I was surprised, and they gave them quite a run for their money in the second and third maps as well. And yeah, I mean, the first two matches of this quarterfinal, guys, we don't even need to talk about it. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, please make sure to jump back.
Watch. That was one of the craziest Valorant matches we've ever had as
Absolutely, no doubt about it, guys. It was ridiculous. We had overtime in both games, multiple rounds. I think the first one went to 19-17. The second one was like 22-20 or something like that. It was just out of this world. But yeah, I have something else interesting here for us. We talked about Where Be God, And here's his stats. It looks like he is going to be maining Breach, more or less. I'm excited to see what his picks will be for this particular map pool as well. An average combat score of 162, not bad at all.
Yeah, kills per round 0.58, first kills per round 0.06, assists per round 0.25. So he's not looking to be someone who initiates a lot of fights. I mean, obviously with his agent picks, it seems like he wants to be more of the support role and help his duelists kind of deal some damage. But that's an incredibly important role. That's the role I like to play. So, he as the IGL is going to be looking to come in and set his team up for success here.
Absolutely. And we have to talk about the magic number on a map like Icebox. And I think for the attacking sided team, I'm gonna say a minimum of 6, if not 7. A minimum of 6, if not 7.
Yeah, it's incredible how much the swing in momentum can change the moment you switch sides. Because if you don't get to that magic number, that 6, that 7 rounds won as you're attacking, the moment you switch over to defense, now the opposing team's ready to come hard at you, and you can lose a map real quick if you just don't keep that momentum going. If you don't get the lead that you need going into the switch.
Yeah, and I wonder if we have any stats available for Team Cullies. Yeah, it does look like we have someone that we can look at. There you go, Satan. Scary, sinister. Main agent Astra. Average combat score of 190.5 kills per round, 0.74. So,
yep.
This is
even though he's playing, even though he mains Astra, it looks like he really likes to get in the business.
Absolutely, and we've seen some legendary Astra plays in this tournament. Tyler, I don't know if you remember Pixels from Team Valor.
Yep.
That man was on fire. He was on fire.
He was the amount of just the star placement, where he pulled in with his gravity pull. He is someone who knows exactly what to do with Astra. So I'm looking forward to see if this guy chooses Astra, if he can kind of be up to snuff with some of these other teams in here. And again, folks, these are two incredible teams. They're getting ready to jump into this first map. We've still got about a minute left. But it should be pretty competitive. Grizzly, do you think we're going to go to a third map today?
I think so. And I would be disappointed if we didn't, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Because both these teams have a lot to prove. I think Cullies has the more informed, and guys, please take this with a pinch of salt, but it's what I think. I think Cullies is definitely coming in with some good form. They've been playing a lot of tournaments lately. They're a freshly strung together lineup, if I can use that phrase, because I've seen some of these players not necessarily playing together in a tournament of this scale. While they have been in form lately, there are some of these players on the side of Team Punish that are the more veterans, if I can say, in this space. Ayan Q is a player I have seen play for so many different teams. I think he was in ROG Academy at some point, and then he was playing for another team. So, he's been around the scene for a while. Webby God, I've seen him around. He's quite popular. He's a really good, effective player. I think he's also the IGL for this team. So I definitely think that this is going to be a close one, and would be disappointed to see anything else. And folks, I just want to also remind you guys that if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, joined our Discord server, and followed us on Instagram, please do so. If you do these things, you might just win a free battle pass. Boom. We give away a battle pass every single week. Every single week we give away a battle pass.
That's right.
So make sure to follow these steps. And we are even considering giving away a battle pass to one of the live viewers one of these days on our tournaments. If not today, then maybe in the semi-finals or in the grand finals. And today is going to be the last match of the quarterfinals. And then we move on to the semi-finals on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then we have the third place match on Saturday. And Sunday, May 1st, is going to be the grand finals. We're going to have a best of 5. It's going to be an absolute banger.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Tuesday and Wednesday when we find out who's going to the finals and who's going to be in the unfortunate third place matchup. But man, that seems like so far away. I mean, we have this incredible match today, but I am so looking forward to who we're going to have in the finals. Guys, if you want to put it, for everyone watching, if you want to put in the chat who you think is going to be in the finals for this tournament, let us know right now. But Grizzly, who do you think is going to be the two teams?
Oh my God!
In the finals.
That is okay. I can do this.
Big question. Big question.
It's a big question. I think Remnant Esports is obviously a name that I think they would be super disappointed if they didn't make it at least to the finals, because I know they want to win this tournament. They were so close. They were so close to winning it last time, and losing from that point, I think that disappointment would just burn a fire within them. That we've seen that fire in this tournament so far. So I think they'd be super disappointed if they don't make it to the finals. I think Oasis 5 has been so good. I mean, beating Galaxy was wow.
They kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah.
I was so surprised. I mean, Galaxy was looking at the stats, I was thinking this is an insane team, and Oasis 5 came out and they were like, they just made it happen. So I think they're definitely a team to watch out for. On this side, I think True Rippers always. I think they've never won a League Ego tournament yet, and it's something they've been wanting to do. I think they've played every single tournament from the beginning, right, Tyler?
That's what I was about to say. I think they are just wanting to win one of our tournaments. They've been in every single tournament we've had ever since the inception of League Ego, and they have yet to win. They've gotten so close before, but they've yet to claim the victory in one of League Ego's tournaments. So with this matchup, with them being in this semifinal and hopefully in the grand finals, I think that's going to be their mindset and going in like, guys, we can't lose another League Ego tournament. I hope they don't lose. I want them to keep coming back and playing, but yeah, we'll definitely see.
Guys, if you haven't yet liked this stream, please do so. If you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. We are an esports org that is trying to help the esports scene in India. Trying to create a platform for young gamers, aspiring esports athletes to come out here, show their talent, have a go at some of these big prize pools, play against the very best. And I know a whole bunch of orgs are doing this in India, and it's been so encouraging to see the scene grow over the past few months. And honestly, we're just so happy to be a part of it and help this community any way that we can. So be sure to follow us, support our channel, support our platforms, and we'll be super grateful. And of course, don't forget to sign up for that battle pass giveaway. It could happen.
Yes.
If you don't believe us, I don't know why this is the thing, but so many people don't believe that we're actually giving away battle pass. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Look at it. There's testimonies of people. They're like saying, thank you, League Ego, we won a battle pass. You can see it. It is happening. It's real. It's legit. I remember
a few weeks ago when I was streaming Elden Ring on League Ego's channel, one of the people watching, they were like, "Oh man, I'll never win, and I'll have to be, entering all the time, and I'll just never get a battle pass." And literally the next week, he won a battle pass. So, guys, it looks like one of the teams has some sort of thing they have to handle.
I think we can go for
Grizzly,
a quick break.
if you could tell us. I think Grizzly, if you could let us know what's going on. But
I think there's an emergency for which we need to wait for a little bit more time, guys. So don't go anywhere. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back with live action on Icebox. So don't go anywhere. Until then, enjoy this fun little video.
Boom.
Satchel out. Satchel up. Deleted. Deleted. Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted. Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted. Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted.
All right, we are back, folks. A thousand apologies for that. There was a little bit of an emergency that needed to be addressed. It is now addressed, and looks like we are all set to go. So, Tyler, we are back on Agent Select. Let's bring that screen up.
Yep, looks like we're on the right sides here. We're not going to deal with anything. Both teams have already done this process for this map, so both lock in very quickly. They know what they want to do. I think we're just trying to get into this matchup. These teams are itching, and we're itching. And hopefully everyone at home, you guys are itching to see a great matchup here.
I am so surprised to see a Sage pick, Tyler. I'm not going to lie. When was the last time you saw a Sage in a top tier Valorant tournament? Yikes. Okay, let's go.
It's been a while, and to be honest, kind of surprising on Icebox too.
Yeah, I mean, I get
an effective wall, so
exactly.
We'll see how they play it.
It's the kitchen wall. It's the kitchen wall. You know, it's the most annoying wall. Yeah, it's the most annoying wall because to get through, you have to break the entire wall, and that can pretty much finish like your entire magazine. So it can get annoying, but you know, on the other side, I mean, we have to walk through the agent selection a bit, but Very God's on the KO, which means that he can consistently, every single round, with his knife, deny that Sage wall. If he gets the knife right on mid.
That's right, and that gives them time to be able to bypass that and kind of avoid that whole threat in general. So as these two teams are setting up, it looks like Team Cullies wanting to do a strong middle push, A push. We might see what kind of picks they can get off, and Team Punish setting up their defense well. Here we go.
All right, let's get going. Looks like an early mid push coming in here from Team Cullies, who are attacking first. Punished. What?
Spike down, attacker spawn.
I have the spike.
Real quick flank. I don't think Team Cullies was expecting that.
Ion Q and Very God just pushing out of B main, was it? Yeah.
Pushed out of B main to defender spawn, and Team Cullies just wasn't anticipating such a hard push, I don't think.
Yeah, down to just two players now. It is Sean and is it Sean or Sean? Is it Sean and I'm gonna call him Sean.
Sean.
Sean and Techno.
All set up.
We'll see what they can do. Team Punish coming out so strong.
There was some banter exchange between these two teams, and I think Team Punished are like
the moment
they've come out with that you know,
something to prove a little bit. But the moment that Techno begins the plant, Immutable's gonna know he's there. But right now, Techno doesn't know that Immutable's up there on the Viper.
There you go.
Oh, now Immutable knows.
He's happy to let the plant go. Yeah.
He's not able to get him though.
Standing.
Gets him real quick with a nice headshot, and it's just up to Techno.
1 versus 4. There's too much for him to do. Surely.
Too much for him to do. Too many mollies. Too much utility.
What?
They don't see him. They don't see him. He gets 2 picks. Oh, he can't make it through Ion Q's sheriff shot. And hey, great try by Techno. Nice try. Not quite though. Surprised he was able to get 2 picks there at the end.
Yeah, and did well. And I think in the end, damage control well done from Ion Q after that strong start. Techno pulling back 2 picks. I think that was important for them to do. But yeah, in the end, it looks like Team Punished will pick up round number 1 on the side of defense, 1 on the scoreboard. Quick look at the agent select, Tyler. We didn't get quite to do this. Team Punished coming in with a chamber, and there you go. That answers the question that I was asking about who is going to be the sentinel of choice on Icebox. And I would agree with this pick that it should be chamber. Double initiator picks. Very God playing the KO and Equinox on the Sova. So that's very useful. Immutable, of course, on the Viper. An excellent choice on this map. And Fox is going to be on the Raze. No jet pick for Team Punished today.
Yeah, and it looks like for Team Punished, a full Spectre buy, full shield buy coming in. They're looking to take this second round pretty easily. But it's going to be good. Looks like Techno already gets taken out. If Team Cullies can somehow win this round, they're going to be sitting in a nice comfortable position having taken out all these Spectres.
3 picks going down already for Cullies. Make that 4. It is down to just simple, and he will get the trade eventually on Ion Q with a nice little headshot. And
when you can't get the peak,
not much more, as Fox will be there to finish him off. A second round on the board for Team Punish. 2-0 on the scoreboard, and they will be able to put in a good bonus round. And take a look at Ayan. He's almost secured that ultimate already. So he will be going in for a sheriff purchase now, but on the next round, when his team's coming in with a full buy, he's gonna have the op ready already.
Yeah, Chamber is the sentinel of choice, I think, for Icebox. Just between his cameras and his anchors, he's able to kind of lock down a full site. I think we said this about Chamber the other day on a different map, but he's able to lock down a full site and really slow up the enemy team. So if they begin to push, it's peaked. Oh wow, IronQ makes it out so nice.
He just breaks the drone and he TP's out. How is he still alive?
I'm not sure. I'm surprised he made it out alive there.
And this is a bonus round from Team Punish, so literally any kill they get here is kind of like a big blow to Team Cullies' economy. The plant is gonna go down, and Webby got doing really well. Really well with that molly as well, stopping the plant.
Let's see what Team Cullies can do here. They're kind of just waiting for the Viper Wall maybe to give them a little bit of information, space to see. Sends the Viper Wall out again.
Webby God once again. Oh my god. This guy's game sense is another level, and Satan will get traded by Ayan. And this is not looking like a good full buy here for Team Cullies. They're down to just 2 players.
So do you think at some point they should have rotated here? I feel like that.
I think they dropped the spike. I think the spike fell in an unfortunate spot for them, and they just couldn't recover from that. Three people alive on Team Punish will pick up those Vandals. Free Vandals at that. Make no mistake. A 3rd round secured for Team Punished, and economy is looking super healthy. Cullies is going to be forced into an eco round.
Yeah, that's real unfortunate after kind of risking it all to get a full buy. Now you're left with a pistol round and no economy. That's really tough.
Watching here.
Interesting poll in the chat, Tyler. I've asked which team will make it to the semi-finals today, and 66% of our viewers think that Team Cullies are going to be going into the semi-finals.
Really? Wow. Okay. Well.
Okay.
They might have to do a little better than they're doing right now, but it's so early on, it's hard to tell.
It is, and already losing that first pick. It is an eco round, granted, but they have lost that first pick already. It is Satan on the Viper who has gone down, and the economy
Techno
of
has his ultimate out for his chamber. IonQ yet to use his.
Yeah, he
We'll see if Techno can make something happen here.
I don't think Ayan would pull out his ultimate in this round, because they've got such a healthy economy, and he might just save it. Oh, that was a nice headshot from Venkat Potted, but Ayan!
IonQ coming in 7-1. He is just ripping their team apart.
Sean gets a good headshot though.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, and Sean gets a nice little headshot as well. So that's 1 gun down.
IonQ finally getting taken out. It took 2 of them.
Well, those 2 kills have suddenly turned this round around, hasn't it?
And here's a wall, but immediately broken by Viper.
Plans going down. Plans going down.
All right,
Take a look at
finally
Babies.
see if they can defend well. It's just up to. Oh,
His flank was too good. His flank was too good.
And so far it looks like, I don't want to say anything too soon, but so far it looks like Team Punish just has a little bit more of a strategic game plan than Team Cullies. Obviously, it's obvious by what we're seeing here. Team Cullies is a good team, but it seems like Team Punish is just a little bit more organized.
I think it's definitely the experience showing. I know that Webby God and IonQ. By the way, IonQ is a Jet main, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Jet main. He's going to be on the chamber tonight, but I wouldn't be surprised, Tyler, if for some of these maps in the following map pool, we will see him pulling out that Jet. It'll be nice to see him with that Blade Storm again.
Yeah, you know, the great thing about people who are Jet mains, Chamber's a great sentinel for those people, because Chamber, I mean, while he is a sentinel, while he is able to lock down a site with his utility, he's very aggressive. I mean, two of his abilities, his ultimate and his fake sheriff, are meant for attacking. So for someone who's a duelist, it really comes in handy. It looks like, man, Team Cullies, not a lot going on. The spike's on the ground. Simple's trying to make his way around and pick up the spike. He does. And let's see where they go from here. While as
Equinox peaked mid and just picked up 3 kills in one spray. That was
Equinox. What are you doing?
That was incredible.
All right, they're gonna try and hide behind this box and slowly make their way over to B. I think they're anticipating being able to get some picks here. Let's see what they do.
They need to worry about Fox though. They need to worry about Fox, and he will get traded, but the damage has been done. It is down just to simple. A 1 versus 3.
It's not looking, and he gets picked out. Man, that was an unfortunate peek, because you think you cover the corner, and that's one of the ways Icebox has changed. Is your angles are completely different, and if you don't peek far enough, it gets kind of rough.
5-0 on the scoreboard, and we talked about the magic number being as high as 6 or 7 on Icebox, and in this case, of course, it's Team Cullies, yeah, and they need 6 or 7 rounds, and if they lose a couple more rounds, that is pretty much going to be impossible.
Yeah, if they don't win.
Oh, Fox! Oh, he gets shut down though. Fox pushed out of A main with his showstopper, but he got shut down immediately, and this might just give Team Cullies a shot in the arm, or so to speak. Look at the energy on them now, taking control of A main. Sean gets a pick on the Baby God. Satan gets a pick on Equinox as well, and 2 versus 4. Venka bot. Oh my gosh.
It's up to Immutable. You think some of these teams hears the things that we say, because right after we say them, there's one pick by Immutable. Finally, Team Cullies on the board with a great push.
Thank you.
Onto
yes.
Ace. That utility really coming in clutch there.
We really needed that. We really needed that. Five-1 on the scoreboard.
What's your favorite skin? What's your favorite gun skin?
Ooh, that's a big question. That is a big question. I will have to say, so why did I tell you the skins that I've bought so far? Because those were my favorite skins when I bought them. And on the Vandal, it's got to be the Reaver. There's something about the Reaver that makes me feel like I have better aim. It's just a fact.
It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Big A push coming in from Team Cullies. I think they've kind of figured out what needs to happen. KO getting taken out. Baby God unable to get something going. Luckily though, he was on his ultimate, so he's down. He can be revived in 4 seconds, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. And I think Grizzly, I think Team Cullies probably should have taken advantage of this push. It seems like they just stopped in the middle, and they weren't that interested in pushing all the way up.
It looks like it, but good trades from Immutable. 3 picks in the end from him.
It just seems like they took a little too long to get on site, and Satan's going to use his ultimate here to get that spike down.
Spike planted.
And that's going to keep Team Punished at bay, at least for a little bit.
They are outnumbered though, 3 versus 2, and Ayan is on the flank. He's got an AWP in his hands. I don't know how useful it's going to be in this situation, but Satan needs to be alive.
And now he's got a Phantom, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous. They're staring at each other right now. They're looking at each other. Oh. And IronQ gets peeked out from the middle.
Oh, Satan doing brilliantly, but Equinox will get that trade. And
nice. That's where the fact that they were outnumbered really comes into play there.
That was a big round for Team Cullies to lose. There was a huge investment of the Viper's pit, but despite that, Team Punished have managed to pull off that retake. 6-1 on the scoreboard, and I am starting to feel a little bit worried for Team Cullies on this particular map, Tyler, because they've already lost the chance to take away 7 rounds, and the max they can do now is 6, but that means that they need to win the next 5 back to back without losing even one, which is unrealistic because right now they're coming in with an eco buy.
I just don't see it. I just don't see it happening. If it does, then I'll have to eat my words. But yeah, I'm not sure this map is going exactly how they want it to.
Woo!
The judge.
Immutable.
3 quick kills on the judge.
He knew it was an eco buy, so he took the liberty of, oh my god, pushing through that main, and now Equinox will get the tag onto Satan.
Enemy remaining.
Who's lost his teammate, and another tag. Oh my gosh, that drone tagged him twice.
Yeah, disrespectful to tag him twice right there.
7-1, and we just talked about that magic number being as high as 6, and 6 is not an option, ladies and gentlemen. The most the Team Cullies can hope for at this point is 5, and it is a tall order. It is a tall order to get to 5 because they've got their backs against the wall just a little bit.
Yep, timeout coming in from Team Cullies. They need it, but I'm not sure how effective it's going to be now that they're down 7-1.
Yeah, I think at this point they just want to make some decisions like about how they want to set themselves up on attack. I feel like their approach has been a little bit rushed for my taste. Icebox is a map that requires a lot of bait and switching, right, to get the defense to like loosen up a bit, because when you got agents like Viper and Chamber on either side of Icebox, it can make it quite a challenge to sort of make that incisive push and get that first pick.
We haven't seen any of Team Cullies up to this point, since this is the first time we're streaming on YouTube with the quarterfinals, but just comparing this match to any of the other matches we've watched up to this point, this has been quick. I mean, it's already round 8. And I think what we're used to is seeing attacking teams taking their time, making sure they can get information. And Team Cullies is just there. It seems like they're going forward with their game plan without considering the fact that there's another team trying to attack them.
I agree. And again, Webby God coming out of A main. Look at this. Ayan with the op. Take a look at where he's on. Oh my god, he needs to be careful. Oh
no, Iron Q. The op is down. That's not going to be good.
That was unfortunate because Webby God was with him. He will get the trade.
Yep.
Ooh, I think Ayan might feel a little bit let down here by Webby God, but nonetheless, ooh, what a nice little dash out by Venkabot as well. And Fox is holding an interesting position. Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of information now. Alright, so Team Cullies has made their way onto A, and they're going to be planting. Equinox on the Sova, just kind of staying on this backside, but look, watch Immutable and Fox.
There's a 2-man flank. Ooh, a lot of sound cues given away here.
Venka just taken out. He had no idea Immutable was down there. They know now. We'll see what they can do. Immutable takes out 2. Has the op right below him. I don't think he'll pick it up though.
Enemy remaining.
Alright, it's just up to Satan.
That is not the best snake bite. It will allow him to do half defuse. Immutable will clean things up. Let's go.
3 picks in the round. Coming in with the flank. That's heartbreaking.
That is heartbreaking. It looked like Team Cullies had great control over that round because, Equinox actually fell back from A site. Was quite happy to do the retake with his team. But somewhere, on that A main entrance, I don't know how Venkabot sort of lost that fight with the op, but it is what it is, and Team Cullies find themselves on the wrong end of this scoreline. 8-1, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're a Team Cullies fan watching this right now, do not be discouraged because this is a best of 3. We are merely on map 1, and there's a whole lot more for us to to go ahead with this. Ayan and Webby once again establishing that A main dominance. Take a look at this. Ooh, Ayan, he missed his shot. He missed his shot.
That was a big shot to miss.
Equinox will be there to pick up that pick on Venki.
That's a good spot.
Alright, and it looks like Team Cullies is hovering around A. One gets taken out again. I'm not sure what Satan's doing on the Viper.
Interesting. I think he's just trying to lurk through this B main entrance and sort of give them that false sense of security by not making any noise, but immutable. Looks like he's on him.
Right.
He's onto him.
Oh, and Satan he just gets caught out. And this is where the defense of Team Punish is
Player standing.
really coming into play here. Because yeah, look at that.
Did you just get shortied?
Shortied.
We
Yeah,
just
baby
got
got
shortied.
short and simple.
Alright, 9-1 on the scoreboard. Team Cullies are gonna have to show us something special to come back from this position in this particular matchup. But yeah, like I was saying, we are headed over, and I believe the next maps are Ascent and Bind. Split and Bind, my apologies. So,
Bind.
yeah.
You know, if there's any information we have on split or binds, it's that Team Punish only wins 50% of their matches on split. So
That's true.
I
That's true.
think that's what we saw. So okay, big A push coming in. I think Team Cullies needs to push a little stronger when they come into A, because they're stopping right there at the middle, and they can do so much better. Wow. Okay. Yep. Immutable's ultimate really coming into play there.
Finally getting taken down, and now a 3v3. They still don't have control of sight though. Look at Fox's position.
Spike planted.
He's still on site, and Ayan needs to clear this top angle here.
Enemy remaining. Last
And it's
player
all up to
standing.
Son. Okay, 1v1. This is a good position to be in. This has yet to happen, but man, that knife coming in big time. Suppressed, protected. Oh, taken out, and that's a round on the board for Team Cullies. Any round at this point is helpful
Last
for them.
round. in
I
the
really
half.
liked that Sean backed himself despite Webby, with coming in with that knife. I don't know if Webby had a flash to work with there. Perhaps he could have not dry peeked that and confirmed that round for themselves. But nonetheless, a second round for Team Cullies. Oh, I think they needed that. 9-2. The best they can hope for at this point is 9-3 at halftime.
Yep. Yep, and at this point they're just trying to get their motivation going. They're trying to have something to look forward to. You're not going to put yourself in a great position, but one more round will make you feel at least a little better.
Ooh, Fox here with the operator taking down Techno early on. And Venkabot is like 1 HP already. And what?
Wow, what was that?
I'm watching some anime fights going on over here, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake, Webby God, sensing the danger that there might be a rotate, is now making sure that he's going to hold down this midsection, as Ayan on the flank will take down Techno again, who just got revived. Man's having a bad round.
Yeah, see, I just, I really just feel like Team Cullies comes out strong, pushes right up to the middle of A site, and then stops and loses all their momentum. And that's kind of been their downfall, I feel like. Hunter's Fury coming in. Helps take one out. Does some damage and helps take another out. They're going to wall off and be able to plant here. Alright, INQ's going to make his way around. It looks like Equinox and Baby God are coming in to try and stop them from the spawn.
And that is why I was wondering why he dropped the spike for Satan to plant, and it's because he was one ult point away from getting the Viper spit, which he has done.
A little bit of tactics coming in from Team Cully, which is really nice to see. Here we go.
It needs to pay off though.
Baby God.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Sean doing really well.
INQ.
Look at INQ. He just walked past. Oh my god!
Oh man, he did. He didn't see him.
A good round coming in from Sean. A 4K nicely wrapped up for Team Cullies, and 9-3 on the scoreboard. Surely Surely these are not enough rounds for them, but we'll have to wait and see. But can we talk about Team Punished and how clinical they've been so far in this first half, Tyler? Absolutely disciplined and coordinated in the retakes. They've been so strong on that defense. It'll be interesting to see how they fare up against Team Cullies on attack.
Yeah, that was just it. You know, Team Punish really coming out strong. They had their game plan. They knew what to do. And you know, just looking at the way the teams are situated on the map now, I'm getting the sense that Team Cullies might actually feel more comfortable on defense on this map, just from the way they're set in their position.
Well, I hope so for their sake. And
they definitely need it.
they need it, and they need pistol. I'll tell you that much. If they lose pistol around here, it's going to be that might just be the GG.
Yeah, but it's gonna be, if they lose this pistol round, it's gonna be very difficult to come back. And
a lot of presence in A.
Puts a wall up. Sarn puts a wall up. He's being careful to stay out of that Viper.
That's an interesting wall.
I think what he's trying to do is force them to go one way. So he's funneling them all through one direction there, but unfortunately gets taken out. And this is where the experience of Team Punished comes into play here, because look how patient they're being.
Yeah, that's so
I think
disciplined.
what we're gonna see, if this only goes 3 more rounds up to round 12, what we're gonna see is these 3 rounds may take longer than the last 12 combined.
That is
maybe that's an exaggeration.
that is entirely possible. No, I think that's entirely possible. And there you go. That's the discipline you talked about, Tyler. They waited for the right moment,
30 seconds.
and when they do push in,
Spike carriers down.
it is pushing together.
Right down A.
But looks like Verby God's been taken down by a shock dart lineup. I didn't even see where that came from.
Wow, neither did I. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what Team Cullies can do in response to this. Equinox is hiding down to the bottom as they're pushing up into the top. One gets taken out. Alright, there goes Equinox. Immutable. Immutable taking out one. And it's just up to Satan. And Satan gets taken out. Yeah. Oh, Immutable. You don't have to do him like that. You don't have to do him like that. Calm down.
He is feeling himself, Tyler. 15 and 5. They are looking really good. Team Punished, and at least from what we have seen so far, look like one of the contenders. I think True Rippers might have quite a challenge up ahead for them if they do make it past Team Cullies in the quarterfinals. 10-3 on the scoreboard. It's going to be a full ego coming in from Team Cullies. Should they force a bye here?
I honestly, I don't think so. I think if they force a buy, they're most likely just going to lose it, and they need to make sure they buy at the right time, because if they don't, they're going to be in a tough position. Fox getting taken out, but Venkabot getting taken out real quick. Stopped Fox from getting that ultimate board though.
Ooh, Ian Q gets a pick onto Simple, and Immutable gets another. How is this happening?
Oh wow, Techno and Son just get taken out so quick. And just like that, it's 11-3, 1 round away from match point. And it's too calculated, I think.
It really is. A full buy though from Team Cullies, so let's hope that we see something strong from them on the side of Punished. They'll be very happy to go ahead and play this bonus round to see how much damage they can do to Team Cullies, and then take it from there.
Yeah, and just looking at how Team Punish is acting in their spawn, jumping around, hopping around, having a good time, tagging the walls. I think they're just having fun out here.
I think so. They're enjoying themselves. And once again, this Techno and Sean, both of the positions they've taken. Take a look at it.
Look at Sarn real quick. If he can take out Fox, he's in a great position. Oh, but Techno gets taken out and not able to handle that flank.
It wasn't worth.
Immutable.
It wasn't worth the aggression. It didn't pay off.
It really wasn't. And that's just kind of been. There's a lack of patience, I think, from Team Cullies that is really hurting them on this map.
I have to agree. With that.
I can't say anything else for any other map. They might just not like Icebox, but what did we see? What did we see from Team Punish when we looked at their map splits? 100% win rate on Icebox.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, a 1 versus 1. Verby God has pulled it back somehow. Oh, and Simple through the flash will somehow find where be God. And Team Cullies finally some signs of life. 11-4 is going to be on the scoreboard. A fourth round, the full buy coming in, but at what cost? They've lost 4 of those Vandals. They've lost 4 of those Vandals, and I don't think they'll be able to afford rifles again this round.
That was really, really difficult. That was really difficult. And he flashed himself. It was unfortunate. All right, I think Team Punish just got caught out a little bit there, and they need to be just slightly more careful. I think they were feeling themselves so much that they forgot they were playing a competitive tournament against a team that's actually pretty good. So we'll see how they come in here. Take a look at Techno. He might be seen out, but he does get hit once, suppressed, and here comes some utility in.
Venkabot will get the first pick though. IonQ has the ult as an option as well.
Satan on the judge.
Fox gets the pick onto Simple, and now Satan with that judge.
The judge taking him out. Oh, IonQ snaps away. He's on his ultimate. Satan willingly jumps into the slow. Okay. Trying to get position here.
Woo! Woo! Ayan, somebody stop this man. Oh my god, on the op, there you go. There's hints of that jet main that we talked about in Ayan, with the op looking so snappy and pulling back that round.
I made a mistake earlier when I was speaking. I said they have 100% win rate Team Punished on Icebox, but that was actually for Bind.
That was for Bind.
50% win rate on Icebox.
So in one sense they've got the weaker map, if I can say, already in the bag.
Right. If this is Team Punished's weakest map, it's gonna be a rough day for Team Cullies, and they honestly look like a team who wins all the time on Icebox. Team Cullies, strong defensive push here, but they get caught out, and their positions made aware. Real big aggression from Team Punish. I'm not sure how well it's paying off, but still, they're coming strong right now. On the Bulldog.
It's a strange buy from. It was not the best buy from Cullies as well, and now they're gonna pay for that. And the GG has already been called in the chat. Now that is, I have some views about that, but 2 vs 3 retake. This is very much possible.
I hope they pull this round off. Even if they don't win, I hope they pull this round off just for that toxic GG.
Well, actually, the GG was from a Cullies player. That's what surprises me. And nearly. If Techno did that though. That would have been something.
Hey, there is map number 1 of this quarterfinal. Team Punished punishing Team Cullies.
They were punishing. Icebox. They were punishing. I'm looking at the scoreboard. Take a look at this. This is like night and day. Yeah. There's 4 players.
I think Fox really dropped the ball for his team.
I think so. And I mean, 22-9. Ayan, what do you? Can you relax, bro? Like, jeez.
340 average combat score, 102 eco rating. I mean, just
impressive. This is next level.
He's feeling himself big time.
This is, and I'm worried for Team Cullies, and I really hope they are able to come back from this, because they need to. Honestly, they need to. If they don't, folks, this is a best of 3, and if Team Punished comes out with this kind of aggression once again on split, I'm afraid it is going to be curtains for Team Cullies. But hey, let's not be discouraged. Let's not call it earlier than we should. The teams are going to be getting ready to go into split in just a minute. We'll take a quick break and be back. Don't go anywhere, folks, and we will see you on the other side.
Let's go.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted.
maybe they're just more comfortable like this. You know, I have a hard time, especially being someone who's ranked bronze 1. I have a hard time judging any of these guys' picks, just to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I think. And a double controller composition on Team Punished as well. So hey, wow. Okay, that's interesting. And a Sage pick again on Split. And no initiators. I repeat, no initiators for Team Punished on Split. They've gone with a double duelist, double controller, single sentinel setup. That is interesting for me to see. Wow. Cullies is going to be on the defense this time around, so maybe a chance for them to get things moving. Obviously, Split is significantly defender-sided, as we all know. And Team Punish, I'm sure, will come up with their own strategies. I mean, 2 duelists, Jet and Raze. I love to see a Jet and Raze combo because of the way they can play together to sort of create spaces for themselves in that midsection of this map. But hey, not coming in with an initiator. I'm a little worried about that, I'm not going to lie.
It's going to be interesting to see how they begin to push and how they just structure their attack and their even when they're defense. Big push from Team Punished. Oh wow! And it's a 4v3, 4v2. That was such an aggressive push.
Not having an initiator, no problem whatsoever. They just walked straight into mid and picked up 3 kills. Now Techno has a big role to play here, as he lets go of a site. If he can get at least 1 or 2 picks, they don't know where he is, and he could use that to his advantage.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Techno gets taken down as well. It's down just to Sean on the Viper. Webby God's in a mood, I'll tell you that much. First round in the bag as Team Punished on the attacker side will pick up that first round on Split, and that is a huge bonus for them because they're gonna come in with a full Spectre by this time around, and Team Cullies might just be forced into a save. It might just help to pick that initial momentum up in this game as they move forward from here. But 1-0 on the scoreboard for now. Webby got a strong opening. Ayan, Q and Fox with those with their abilities taking full control of mid, and I don't expect anything different in round 2 either.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Spike down mid.
They don't care. They were stunned, but they don't care. They just doubled up on their abilities and have gone ahead and gotten that pick in ramps and made their way onto A side, which is now fully unprotected. It's down just to Sean and Simple. Now, Simple has an interesting position. He will get a Spectre as well. If he can get this first pick, if he clears that on Ayan, there you go. There you go.
Caught out there, and that's really rough. It really is.
He didn't quite expect Fox to be there so early, but Fox with that early flank on Heaven, picking up round number 2, and I think they carry forward 3 Spectres, so that's not bad at all. Surprised that
it seems like Team Cullies is going for full rifle buy, full shields, just dumping their economy, hoping to get some sort of momentum here. And I just don't know if they're playing patiently enough.
I mean this round though, this round is huge for Team Cullies. This is huge for Team Cullies. And yeah, I mean, in terms of tempo, honestly, Team Punished are being so ruthless. Look at this. Simple has to fall back all the way just to be able to use his utility. Take a look at this.
Yeah, and they know. Team Punish just knows all the lineups.
Venka board.
They know how it's all gonna go. Baby God.
Combining well to get the trades here. Doing well, Team Kelly so far.
Coming in with the judge. Okay, some life.
No Equinox.
Oh, what are you doing? Some life.
Some life from Team Cullies.
Team Cullies. It seems good.
Only lost 2 guns, so that's not bad at all. And Neon will be happy to use that ultimate in this round and maybe throw that gun over to Techno. There you go. They will be coming in with another set of full buys on the side of Team Punished. Very God with the Judge again. Wow, on attack. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen there. But yeah, it looks pretty much the same push every single time. They push through mid, take firm control.
Yep. And here they come, smoking mid, making sure. Let's see what Satan does in there. I mean, they just freely walk into heaven.
He's playing like a duelist. Oh my God.
Sage is a duelist, you know.
Look at Very God go. He's in a mood today.
Team Punish just has an answer for everything. I mean, they know exactly where people are going to be. They know exactly what's going on. Satan, man, up top with the Judge, not doing much, smoking out blinding the corner. Techno,
Immutable gets one.
To the left, look to your left, look behind you. Oh no.
Couldn't clear under heaven. Yeah, couldn't clear under heaven. And round number 4 will go the way of Team Punish. It started out really well. Now, let's briefly talk about the magic number on Split before we get any further in this game. Now, we have said before that on Split, an attacking team will be happy with as low as 4, preferably 5, and 6 is like a luxury. Team Punished are on 3 already, and we're only in the 5th round. So I would say an excellent start from them so far. Economy is looking rock solid, and Cullies are forced into an eco by once again. Ooh, a lot of action in mid early on. A couple of trades coming in as well.
All right, here we go. And it's a different push here from Team Punished.
I guess they
wasn't expecting.
wow.
They're searching.
That is
They're
such
searching.
That is a 500 IQ move right there. They sensed the push in mid and realized that B site was fully left unguarded, and they just simply walked into an empty site and executed the Viper's Spit. That is brilliant.
Yeah, and you know, knowing that most likely Team Cullies was going to try and refute their mid push, just made their way around, and Team Cullies just had no idea where anybody was.
Last player standing.
Son getting taken out, and Techno, it's all up to him. 1v3. It's going to be real tough, especially with that Viper ult going. I think. Yep. There it was.
One on the scoreboard, and Techno has gone in for the AWP purchase. Very God continues to stick with his Judge, and Satan has picked up a Judge as well now to sort of counter that aggression in mid. Let's see if that works out for them. Simple has the Seekers ready to be deployed, but a different push this time around. Less presence in mid. It's just Very God coming in alone, kind of simulating the same push. But take a look at this. It's again that B main push coming in, but this time around Satan was aware. Sean was aware.
Yeah, I don't think they were going to allow themselves to be caught out. What is Sean doing? Just walking he's carelessly to the other side.
Yeah, he's just trying to reposition because he already gave away his initial position, so now he wants to go back all the way and try to surprise them, but looks like they're not going to take the bait.
I think there's a slight lack of awareness on Team Cully's side. Techno's holding down this corner on A, but I feel like there comes a point you have to know they're all hovering around B, and look at the patience. Look at the patience from Team Punished here.
Oh, Sean doing well.
Getting taken out by Son.
You will not kill my ally.
Clipping that corner.
That's a bold revive. That is a bold revive. It worked. Ayan gets a trade. In comes a showstopper. This surely. Oh my gosh. Team Punished are playing so brilliantly here.
Go, go, go.
30 seconds.
Think about
left.
repositions with her dash. Let's see if they
Last
know
player
she's there.
standing.
They has to have heard.
He takes out one, and he can't quite handle the Equinox on the
Briefly considering.
Just able to go around the corner.
Briefly considering the op. Yeah, briefly considered.
Yep.
And then they're like, nah. Because you know the thing about picking up an op from a defender is that there's every chance that you'll give it back to them in the next round, and that's a huge saving for the defenders if they get a free op. And so on the this is my view. I would say, yeah, I would rather toss that op out of the map. You know, if there's a chance that I would die, just to make sure that they don't get it back, because that's how effective it is as a weapon.
Techno gets a kill with his ult. 2 kills with his ult. 1 through 3.
There you go. We just talked about the effectiveness of this weapon, and that is why you don't want a defender to ever have an op, if possible. Shutting down that push, like, wow.
Shut it down quick. 1 kill through the initial jet smoke, and then 2 with the follow-up. I want to see it with the ace. Oh, he can't get it. Gets 4.
Gets the 4. Gets the 4K. Techno.
Techno. Wow.
And maybe that's what Team Cullies needed. Maybe that's what they some individual brilliance to sort of knock them out of the stupor and get back on their feet and give Punished a run for their money.
Yeah. I think you're right. Like, who has led this team so far? Not really anyone. It's very clear on Team Punished. IonQ, he's their leader. He's the one that's going to lead the charge. We haven't really seen much of anybody come out from Team Cullies, so maybe that was what they needed, was Techno to just kind of go off there. Here he goes. He's got the op again.
And Webby continues with the judge. I'm so impressed to see this, honestly. And Techno here this time around has the actual op. It's not the ult, and he gets taken down. They've lost full control. Wow, look at the positions of Fox and Webby. God, now with this judge, this is going to be tricky. It's a judge versus judge.
Gets blinded.
Oh, Satan will take him down though. Good couple of trades.
IonQ getting taken out.
Good trades, good trades. This is a well-balanced round. 2 versus 2. Equinox is under heaven.
1 enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Ooh, Fox can't get him. Fox can't do it.
They know where he is. He knows where he is. Yeah. And Sean with the drop down, making it work for his team. Team Cullies, there you go. Round number 3. Is this the resurgence that we were waiting for from Team Cullies?
2 rounds in a row for Team Cullies. And man, Grizzly, I hope so, dude.
Go pick up the op, though. Sean, what are you doing?
No, yeah.
Man, he didn't have time to. Oh, I don't think he had time to get all the way up there, but that's unfortunate. That is a huge, huge investment, but Techno will be able to afford another one. So all good, all good. Techno still got the money for it. 3-5 on the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know in the poll in the chat who you think is going to go to the semi-finals between Team Punished and Team Cullies. As it stands, let's see if I can pull this up for y'all.
Get out of my way. Pull cat.
61% of y'all still think. 61% of y'all think Team Cullies is gonna win.
Oh, it's Satan getting taken out real quick by IonQ on the ult. IonQ getting taken out though.
Oh, baby, God here with that judge.
Healing out, he can't see him, and Fox does get taken out.
3 versus 2 retake now.
Take this.
Last player standing.
Equinox, he only had a pistol. He only had the ghost, so it's gonna be tough.
Oh,
There
beautiful.
it is.
Trying hard, but
3 in a row. 3 in a row.
there you go. This is the Cullies that the fans came to watch. Am I right? This is the Team Cullies that we wanted to see. And 4-5 on the scoreboard. A little late showing up here, but I think Team Punish will be already very happy with 5 rounds, Tyler. Honestly, I think they'll be quite pleased with 5 rounds, but they will try their best to take as many more as possible. And at this point, a nice little full buy from them. Fox is gonna be on a Spectre, but I don't think they'll mind that very much. Looks like a 5-man A push again, and Techno's got the op now. Now this could be risky. This could be risky.
Tagged a little bit, but they don't know.
I have them.
Here we go. Not able to take out Jet.
Out comes the Viper Spit here. The plant will go down.
Just incredible use of smokes and walls here.
It really is. Ooh, immutable. I don't know if that was the move, Immutable.
Wow.
Team Cullies having a little fun with this now, but I don't know if that was the move, honestly, from Immutable coming out of his Viper spit to peek 2 or 3 players at the same time out of CT. No, I don't think so. I think that should have been better managed.
I think Team Punish, they might be underestimating Team Cullies just a little bit here based on their performance on Icebox. And if they keep underestimating them like this, they're on their way to lose this map. So they kind of need to just get back to their game plan and treat this team with the respect they kind of deserve.
Somewhat of a half buy from Team Punish, so I'll be interested to see how they play the tempo more than anything of this particular round. Immutable. No, bro. You know he's opping that angle for the last 3 rounds.
Yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta learn. Maybe that'll teach him. Satan just waiting with the judge. How many times is he gonna use the judge?
And Webby got this time around, switching over to a Guardian. Interesting choice of weapon to play in the vents. But we'll have to see. Fox is there with him as well. Ian Q is holding down Male. And now a nice approach here from Team Punished. Waiting this one out. Satan has a judge. Satan has a judge. But gets taken down, and Simple will trade both. And a third.
That's Ian Q from dashing away.
Wow.
It's all up to Equinox, and this is going to be another round. Unless Equinox pulls out a miracle, it's going to be another round for Team Cullies, and they'll be up for the first time this entire quarterfinals.
I think what he needs is a couple of picks here, and then sort of... Not that. It's not that. I'll tell you that. That's not that.
Yeah, that's not the way to do it. All right, Team Cullies, a little toxicity there. I don't know if they've earned that quite yet.
Yeah.
But
it's a little premature.
Yeah, I'm glad they're feeling good, but calm down just a little bit.
That works.
6th round on the board for themselves, 6-5 on the scoreboard. What's Team Punished looking at this round? Judge, 2 Spectre, 3 ultimates. The rolling the showstopper from Fox. Surely that's the first move. Surely that's the first move. As soon as the round starts, let's go. Let's go. No, we lost.
To get out of there.
And they lose the revive as well. And there you go. You gotta chase down. You gotta chase down that trade, Fox. Fox, you gotta chase down that trade. Ayan gets the trade.
No.
Equinox gets a second.
Plant goes down already. All right. Now IonQ's gonna have to hold down this corner, else they're not gonna do very well.
This is a 3-man retake. All 3 players in CT. All 3 players coming in screens. So if they make this work for them, it's a little bit chaotic. They get 1. Gets traded.
Banko, what are you doing?
Wow. It's a 2 versus 1 situation. Equinox, you need to keep your mind.
Enemy remaining.
Come on, Equinox.
Oh.
He can't get it. Wow. That's another round in the bag for Team Cullies, and that's the number they wanted to see.
Much better. Much better from Team Cullies in the second part of that first half. 7-5. It's respectable. It's respectable. But you have to say Team Punish still will have the advantage. Now momentum's a big thing. They're coming into the second half with the momentum on their side though, Cullies. And momentum is exactly what you need when you attack. And so I wouldn't put it past Team Cullies to pick up the pistol round just by way of the momentum that they've had. But hey, we can't write off Team Punished yet. They're a professional team. They know how to deal with such moments. So we're gonna have to wait and see how they set up. Looks like an A-sided push. At least the spike is on A, and 3 players in mid. So there will be some sort of presence shown in mid. Maybe try to sort of bait and switch the A players on towards mid, and then we're probably going to see Sean and Techno, who are currently outside of A, moving with the spike.
Yeah, and you know, just to be honest, this might just be a personal thing, but I don't necessarily know if I like the way Team Cullies was acting at the end of those rounds. I mean, I know you won 6 rounds in a row and everything like that, but you did just lose 13-3. So let's maybe win a few more rounds. I would love to see this go to a 3rd map, but
they have a lot of strengths. Humility is not one of them. Ooh, Equinox!
3 picks.
Healing over here.
Oh my gosh. Equinox has done his job. He has done his job.
Coming in clutch. They're gonna get the plant off.
But Simple's on 14 HP though, so he's basically already dead. Couldn't get that concuss. And Techno in a very risky position here. He's the only player with 100 HP, and him going down means that they've basically lost the round, and that is not the right decision to be made by him, surely.
Look at Baby, God. Look at Baby God. He's showing him back. Yep.
You can't say they didn't ask for it.
Yeah, if you're gonna do stuff like that, you better win. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta be able to take it if you want to dish
Out of
it.
charges.
Yep.
But
Here we go, 7-6. Team Cullies still on top though, so.
yeah. Pistol round is huge, and this does mean that this next round, I don't think Team Cullies will feel the pressure to force a buy. I think they'll be coming in with just maybe a couple of extra pistols. And see how much damage they can inflict on Team Punished. Team Punished, they gotta pick it up. I know that momentum shift happened at the end of the first half, but I think they'll pick it up. Once again, a split approach. 3 players with the spike outside of A and a couple of players in mid is Venkabot and Simple.
Here.
Bit of a slower push for Team Cullies here, which I think that's the kind of thing they need to do, is just take it nice and slow. Formulate your plan. Techno really pushing in.
Where be God?
Oh, there we go, Venkabot.
He has used a judge this entire map so far.
Come in handy. Ooh, Fox.
Spike down
Taking
A.
out Satan quick.
One enemy remaining.
Fox getting 3 picks, and he's gonna get a 4th. He does.
Oh my, with just a ghost. He didn't even buy a
Just a
gun.
ghost.
Oh my gosh.
Great round from Fox, and just great round from Team Punish coming in there. And
Here.
we're tied up again.
This is a big round. This is a big round for Team Cullies because they're putting in their money. They're going to invest in all rifles, full shields. They need to see the return on this investment, ladies and gentlemen. If they do not, I really do worry for them, because Team Punished are here to make a statement. They want to win. They want to win handsomely, and they want to make this bonus count for them. Webby God still on that judge. I'm waiting to see that judge get pushed, honestly. And this time a 4-man A-sided push from Team Cullies. Interesting. So definitely there is an intention to take control of this site.
Yeah.
Ayan is on site all by himself. There is no challenge in aiming.
Baby guy gets taken out by Venka. And that's tough. That was a good corner to hold. Oh, wow. And look, they're trying to push back over to B. And
They have someone to deal with.
Punish is all
Fox.
over it.
But Fox has a phantom. Gets 1, gets 2!
Down mid.
And evens out the whole round. It's now a 2 versus 2. And I think this also would mean that Equinox and Ion can pick up some more decent guns and come in for this retake together.
Yep. Yep, they're both dealing with Spectres now, so on their way to
Spike
B,
planted.
You want to
they should
play?
pick up some
Let's
other guns.
play.
Here it comes.
Oh, Techno has pulled out his
Ryan Q just
ult.
gotta-
Techno just pulled out his ult. We saw what he did last time around. That ult is everything. Oh, he misses his first shot!
Oh, we can follow up with it
Player
though.
standing.
Equinox. No! Ion!
Gets taken out.
What a peek from Ion Q. That was lightning quick. And a full buy from Team Cullies has been lost, as the third round in the second half goes the way of Team Punished. 8-7 on the scoreboard. What are your thoughts so far, Tyler? What a match this has been. Much more even, a much more even game than Icebox, surely.
Yeah, I'm really glad that this has been a more even game. It's a little bit more exciting to watch. Looks like we have a bit of a pause coming on here. Probably a technical issue, I would assume, but Yeah, I'm glad it's a much more even match. It seems like Team Cullies has a little bit more figured out on this one, and you know, I really do hope it goes to a third map. I really do. It'd be great to see a little bit more competitiveness from these two teams. I'd like to see Team Punished, you know, show some respect to Team Cullies a bit, and I'd like to see Team Cullies do a bit better before they gloat and stuff like that. But I'm glad it's only 7-8. So yeah, I hope it goes to a third. And look, yeah, we have a pause timer set right now. So
and in the next round that we're gonna come back to, it's most likely that Team Cullies, because of that last loss, is gonna be forced into another half bye. On the side of Team Punished, though, their economies are looking really strong. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an op purchase in this round or the next. And looking at that scoreboard as well, looks like Venkabot on the Neon has actually been quite effective, at least in that first half. 16 and 12, he's looking good, but his role really does come to life in the second half when they're attacking. That's when they need him to get those first plus. That's when they need him to entry frag for them, and he needs to keep this up, because let me remind you that they are playing with a single duelist composition, so a lot of responsibility is on Venkabot being the sole duelist. And on the side of Team Punished, I do want to say real quickly, Ayan has been really strong. I know Verbigod started this game off with a lot of energy. We saw him on the KO in Icebox. He looked really strong there as well. And this time around on the Sage, interesting weapon choices so far from him. For me, I really do want to see him show us a little bit more than just you know, those judge mid plays, which I'm sure he will. But overall, I think Team Punished.
She's still rocking it.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, like you said, Tyler, I have to agree with you. The Team Punished really looking like the more organized and more disciplined.
You can tell. I mean, they're just more patient. They're willing to sit. They're willing to wait for the right time. They're not willing to force anything. So, you know, my dad always said, if you have to force it, you're probably doing it wrong. So,
I love it. If you have to force it, you're probably doing it wrong. Wise words.
So, Grizzly, I'm not gonna lie. I've drank a lot of water, and while we're on a time, I'll be right back.
Go for it. Godspeed. I don't know if you heard that, but let me just see what else we can show you guys in terms of the stats that are available. A quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that we have the map pool that we are looking at is Icebox, Split, and Bind. As I already talked about it, we are on Split, and if this match ends up going to the third map, we are going to be heading over to Bind, where I believe Team Punished have a 100% win rate. So I think it's a tall order for Team Cullies here. Even if they do come back and win this game, beating Team Punished on Bind is going to be significant. There you go, as you guys can see on your screens right now, 100% win rate with a attacking win percentage of 67%, and that is incredible. Team Punished are looking like an absolute beast of a side from what we have seen so far. And in terms of the agent compositions, looks like the controller of choice on Bind is going to be Astra, and the sentinel of choice is going to be Cypher. This is the most common agent compositions that we have observed from them. They got a double duelist setup with Raze and Jet, and their initiator of choice is going to be Soba. For now, it looks like we are all set to resume our match, so let's bring it back to the game. An eco round as mentioned, but take a look at this. It looks like Immutable has walked through. He walked through that mid and picked up a kill, but somehow was trying to escape but could not. I think he was quite literally body blocked by the enemy there. Baby God once again with that judge. Hey, you haven't missed much. Ooh, that should have been a kill, but nonetheless, it doesn't matter. An eco round that didn't last too long for Team Cullies. Team Punish will register round number 9 for themselves on that scoreboard. 9-7.
Yeah, and Team Cullies going in with an eco round. I mean, that if you get some picks, then you're probably feeling good. I don't think you ever expect to win an eco round, so I think they're probably okay with that loss. But I don't know. I kind of get the feeling they have to win this next round in order to stay in this match.
Yeah, interesting comment in the chat that Team Cullies actually recently beat Reckoning Esports in a game in a different tournament, and so they definitely have the potential, Tyler. I guess it's possible that they're just not having the best day, and it's possible that Team Punished
today is not their day,
or maybe Team Punished are having an unusually good day. Sometimes that could just throw off your form.
Yeah, that's also true. I mean, it does kind of seem like. It does kind of seem like there's just some unusual stuff happening on this push, but yeah, maybe Team Cullies just isn't having a great day, like you said. Maybe Team Punish is having an unusually good day. Either way, I mean, I think what that says is it just kind of speaks to the talent of Team Cullies. Like, they're able to handle some of these bigger teams. Reckoning Esports is a great team, so.
Reckoning Esports is an absolute beast of a team, especially what they've been doing lately with their new lineup, the whole weird esports lineup, Deadly, Smokey. I mean, those guys have been absolutely phenomenal.
One enemy remaining.
Immutable, what are you doing? Through that smoke, gets a pick onto Sean. Oh my god, that is nasty.
And he is just locking down. Oh, what? Simple, what are you doing, my friend?
Was trying to catch Immutable off in that off angle, but in the end, Immutable's peak was just too good.
Yep. And it's hard to think if Team Cullies doesn't win another round here. It's hard to imagine.
I'm out of here.
Like I said, I want them to. I want this to go to map 3, but Team Punish just looking real strong. Another eco round coming in from Team Cullies here. IonQ getting
Spike down A.
one shot out, pulls out his ultimate, waiting for that team to come through, dodges the Omen's blind real quick.
Spike down A.
He has to look above him to the right, and it's just up to Son. Son gets taken out. Real quick work from Team Punish there.
Well, they don't waste much time on eco rounds, I'll tell you that much.
They don't.
They don't waste much time on eco rounds. Team Cullies, and Tyler, I talked about this so many times. You're probably tired of me saying this, but the difference between good teams and great teams is how they play their eco rounds. Yep. Because the best teams know how to convert eco rounds. They don't just give it up. It's so valuable, the skill to be able to convert an eco round. You really need to play the mind games. You need to draw the patience out of the defenders, and it's entirely possible to force them to make mistakes. Team Cullies aren't doing that. They're trying to force the issue. They're trying to force the issue with aggression on eco rounds, and it can work sometimes, but
IonQ
what a
taking
shot
out Techno.
that was. What a shot
Techno
that was.
had a great angle. His
did.
timing was really good, but IonQ on the op just handling business there.
And so that's probably my biggest critique of this team.
I
Is
agree
that
with you.
they probably just need to work out those eco rounds are not unimportant. They're very important. I would argue that they're more important than full buy rounds, because sometimes that's what makes the difference. But good start nonetheless from Team Cullies here, getting a couple of picks. Satan and Sean with a couple of trades, and Fox with that nade will pick up another kill. A 2 versus 2 once again. IonQ needs to get away though. He needs to run away from here.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, Venka. It's up to 1v1. Venka and Equinox.
What?
And Equinox able to take him out through the dash. I agree with you. I think Team Cullies is just two things I think to improve on. One is they're way too impatient. I think they need to slow their gameplay down, wait for those right moments. And then the second thing is you're exactly right. Their eco rounds, those aren't just wasted rounds to get your credits for the next round. You can actually build some momentum on those rounds. You can come out of those rounds with guns if you win them, and you can get more credits. So, yeah, definitely some room for improvement there.
For sure. A quick look at the scoreboard. Fox and Ayan, both of them, the duelists on the side of Team Punish, are doing so well. 18 and 12 and 18 and 13 respectively. And a Viper spit from Immutable coming out in mid, completely denying any control whatsoever. As Ayan chips away on A main with that operator, Fox will get taken down. The Viper spit still stays though. Ayan Q with that op shot, nearly getting that pick. And look at Webby. Look at Webby. No, with this could be dangerous. No, what a peek from Wenk. Oh, woo!
Right, watch Immutable here. Gets one.
It's taken
He
down.
gets taken out himself. Now it's all up to INQ. INQ, he has the shorty out. What's he gonna do with that? He's not gonna look behind him.
Woo!
One enemy
He
remaining.
does take down the
wow.
spike planter, but he couldn't stop the spike from being planted. Equinox here. No, this is a mistake.
Remaining.
No,
was
yeah,
he not
takes
aware?
out the Viper. Oh no.
And that is the GG.
Oh, that's the GG.
That is the GG from Team Punished. And this it's
Wow, and a little bit of chatter in the chat. You know, Team Punish letting Team Cullies know that hey, maybe don't talk trash as much, but it seems like there's some good gameplay, good what am I looking for? It looks like both teams are having fun with it. And
they were in the end.
yeah.
Team Punish were like, yeah, they just stamped their authority on this particular match. The banter continues in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. But let's take a look at this scoreboard, Tyler. What a match this was. Sean, I didn't peg him to be the match MVP. I'll be honest in this match. I thought it was going to be.
No. I mean, look how close he was to INQ though. Both had an average combat score of 280. Both with 20 kills. Sean with just one more death and two less assists, but he had 2 first bloods. I don't know how he's worse than INQ there, to be honest with you.
I agree. I mean 6 first bloods for INQ though. I mean, that just shows you that he's done what he's expected to do as the Jet main. And same thing can be said about Venkabot as well. 4 first bloods for his team.
Right.
I was a little bit disappointed that Satan didn't really show up on the map of Split. I don't know if Omen is his main choice of agent on this particular map, but he's just somehow didn't feel like he was comfortable from the very beginning, and that kind of shows in the stats that we're looking at. But 13-7 on Split, it was a pretty easy wrap up. And I'll tell you this, Tyler. The third map was Bind, and Team Punish have 100% win rate on Bind. So they didn't even have to go back to their own backyard, so to speak, to sort of put this match away. They sort of got it done in just 2 maps. And folks, if you're fans of Team Cullies watching this, don't be discouraged. Teams can have bad days.
Right.
The best players can have bad days. It does happen. But you just gotta sort of reset, bounce back, and you're good to go. So hang in there, guys.
You have to be a great team to get to this point in a tournament like this. So nothing
true.
bad to say. Nothing bad to say in that regard. But it looks like Team Punished is moving on to our semifinals in League Ego's Oasis Cup First Edition. They're going to be playing True Rippers, and that is going to be one heck of a match. So we have True Rippers and Team Punished in our first semifinals, and then Revenant Esports and Orgless 5 in our second semifinals. That's going to be this upcoming Tuesday night and Wednesday night on our YouTube channel. Bring your friends, watch those matches, cheer on your favorite team, and let's see who goes to the grand finals this week. This is going to be
Those fixtures sound juicy, Tyler. Those fixtures sound juicy. Is it Orgless 5 taking on Reckoning Esports? Oh, that's a mouth-watering contest, and we're gonna have on this side Team True Rippers taking on Team Punished. I think it's going to be super exciting. I think we've got an absolute ripper of semi-finals scheduled ahead of us. As Tyler said, Tuesday, Wednesday, guys, make sure you guys are there. And if you're watching this right now, please make sure to like the stream. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't already done it. We have a battle pass giveaway ongoing live currently as well, so make sure you guys are following the steps for that. All you gotta do is follow us on Instagram, join our Discord server, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and there's a little post about the giveaway where you need to comment and tag 5 of your friends. And if you do these things, you are eligible. We literally give away a battle pass every single week. It's super exciting, and we'll be happy for you to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, reading some of the chat right now, it looks like Team Cullies just came out of playing a best of 5 into this best of 3.
I just saw that as well.
You know, maybe some exhaustion had a bit to do with this. I mean, a best of 5, that's a long time to play, and then to come into this best of 3 against a really good team. I bet you that had something to do with it. They did play well, but yeah, I'm looking forward and excited about these upcoming semifinal matches, but
Gamer fatigue is real. Gaming fatigue is real. You're absolutely right about
it. It really is. Grizzly, you want to wrap us up here?
For sure, man. Guys, I just want to also add, Saturday is going to be the 3rd place match. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun, and Sunday is going to be the grand final, so make sure you guys are there as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and please make sure you join us back for the semi-finals, and I guess I will see you guys in that one. Peace.
All right, guys. See ya.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted. Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted. Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted. Satchel out. Satchel out. Deleted.
There you go.